You sorry?
Meow. Hi.
Hey, Sid, what's up?
I didn't know I was starting off with this.
Uh-huh.
Hello, we are here to talk about pear-cut engagement rings today, or just like the pear-cut.
Today, I think that was a really good subject, and I really wanted you to actually do the intro.
Take over.
Because maybe you all don't know, but her favorite shape is the pear cut.
I know, I don't make it obvious enough, obviously. No, this is like the Sid episode.
It is a Sid episode.
I love pears. Okay, I am a sucker for elongated shapes, but something about the pear is just, it's very religious to me.
So the question is why?
Yes. Thanks. Bring it on the content. All right, cool. All right.
So just in case if you guys are wondering why, the thumbnail, the reason why I was holding a tear is because it's a teardrop. It's because it's super confusing.
Sure.
So
You
I
have to
want
like
explain it.
you have to explain this thumbnail. It's
and Sid was
concerning.
holding up a gang sign. It was really actually just a teardrop.
It's my gang. Gang, you out there?
There you go.
my pear teardrop people. All right, cool. So, all right, the pear drop, the teardrop, ocean's nectar, whatever you want to call it. It's just great. It's an unconventional, beautiful shape of a stone. I feel like it's like half round, brilliant, half marquee.
Yes.
So it's like and I don't know if you guys know this, but we actually write blogs again. So
Yes.
we actually cover this already in a blog. But if you guys want to hear us talk, because obviously we have awesome voices.
Yes. Yes.
We're here to talk about that and break that down for you. But if you want to read, we have the link in the description too. So, all right. So anyway, it's kind of like got the striking features of a marquee, which is like very sharp, right? And then it rounds off, and then it has brilliance in it too.
Right.
So it's just, I feel like it's the best of both worlds. You can have the point, you could wear the point towards you or away from you. You could,
You want to be really, really creative with it. You can even wear it horizontally.
Oh
right?
my. Have we
Yeah.
done that yet?
No one's asked for it yet.
Ask for it.
But that's just
I
an
wanna
idea.
see what that
or
looks
even,
like.
Or even diagonally, right? I mean, it just depends on how you want to wear it.
Diagonally?
Maybe that's against your religion. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm open.
Okay.
This is a silly episode. Okay, so I love that it can sit vertically alongside the lines of your fingers, making them look longer or give it a little slimming effect, ready for impromptu Instagram photos, if you will. Because the angles are already there. They're already working. Because, you always have to, like, take pictures at, like, a high angle, low angle, or anything like that. But if you're doing it with your hand, I mean, your fingers will all already look great with this very complementing stone shape, I feel. And among the rings that you see today that we're featuring in this video all over as we're talking are the Melina, Delaney, Fenestra, Aldona, and then one of our ready-made rings that does not have a name yet. But yeah, links of those will be in the description as well. Let's talk about them a little bit. Let's look at the Melina real quick. All right, so we're going to pull it up here. So the Melina right here, it's super gorgeous to me because it's a diamond accented solitaire.
Right.
And it's got, what would you call that type of setting? It's like,
It's a pave set, so it's basically a simple classic solitaire set with pave diamonds on the side with 5 prongs.
right. And if you see here from the side, it's got like an under
Oh, I see.
bezel type of.
Right, as an under bezel type of setting with double shared prongs
Mm-hmm.
on both sides. The unique thing about this ring is obviously the prong sets. Not just for the accent gemstones, but also for the center gemstone. The really cool thing about a pear-shaped stone is that you can actually really play up on the number of prongs that you want. Yeah, so you
Talk
could go.
about that with
you
me.
could do with 3 prongs, right? One on each top of the shoulders where the rounded areas is, and one prong at the bottom.
Is one less secure than the other?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Obviously, the more, the better.
Okay.
Right. You
For
can't.
anything, right?
Yeah, right. Right. But not necessarily as long as it's built right.
Mm-hmm.
You can go with 5 prongs, 6 prongs. You can put one all the way on the top of the rounded area on top of the pear, right? So it's really up to you. So with pears, it's just a matter of preference when it comes to prongs, because you could definitely go with all types of prong shapes and designs now and numbers. So that being said, for this specific ring, the reason why it's really nice is because of the way the overall shank looks. So if you're into the under bezeled look, if you're really into that. I guess the dimensions of the prongs and the bezels, then this may be it. So
it's like a different twist on one of our ice solitaires, right? Just because of the way that it's set with the diamond accents, which is super cool. I'm gonna speed through these because we're gonna get to the pulp of the conversation here. And the next one is the Delaney, I believe, and it's got like a really nice halo to it. It's got I would say like not too thick, but just thick enough of a, like an infinity diamond accented band. Yeah. Thoughts?
It's beautiful. If you are really into micro pave settings, right? So where the diamonds look as if it's floating on the metal.
You mean Michael Pave?
Michael Pave. Michael Pave or micro pave.
You know, when I started, I made this.
Yeah, share that story.
Dad joke. And I think that's when Michael knew that I belonged in the company, was when I made the dad joke. That I was like writing blogs, and I was also creating these ring designs, and I kind of just started calling, what was I calling?
It's like microwave, but you were calling it micro pave.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, it's pave. You're like, oh, so it's not micro pave.
Yeah, and then so now every time I wanted to use the microwave, I called it the microwave.
Inside joke. Okay.
Anyway.
But for this ring, it's really popular for those that want the diamonds to look as if it's just sprinkled right on top of the metal and nothing. The whole idea of micro pave settings is to minimize the look of the metal, so that you can maximize the look of the gemstones. In this case, natural diamonds.
And we're showcasing these just really quickly, just so that you know what's capable with jewelry design in general, not just with us, but just like you can just play up your pear shape however you want. You can trim it down, you can play with the ratios, and we'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, like you can dress it up or you dress it down, and it still looks awesome. This next one, I think it's called the Fenestra. We've got really interesting names in here. I like that they're not just like, I don't know, Cindy, Delaney, all the E's.
We have a lot of those too.
We do. But for this batch, it's really nice of a variation in names there. Anyway, so this is a bezel set. And what do you call that type of band? Because it's got like 3...
the words are very interchangeable in the diamond, or not the diamond business, but in the jewelry business altogether. Only because design, there's a lot of interchangeable names in the jewelry business. Now, with that being said, this could be easily called a triple shank band. When it's not really a triple shank, it's basically just etched design within the shank.
Sure.
It could be also called a graduating shank design.
Graduating.
So I mean, it's just some multiple different names to basically describe the overall design. But all in all, it's beautiful. The way to simplify it, to me anyway, it looks like a typical and a simple, beautiful, classic solitaire design with an etched shank, right? So with a bezel set. So. And
then you mentioned you can play with prong numbers, but then also you can set it with a bezel set.
Right.
And that looks really nice and secure and I don't know, ready to show off.
Yeah.
The next one is another diamond accented solitaire, but it is, diamond accents climbing up the prongs and climbing up the gallery there too.
Right.
This is the Aldona. And like it's kind of got like a scoop type of, I would say, diamond accented setting there too. So it kind of minimalizes the metal amount, and then it kind of just looks like floating diamonds.
Absolutely. And the hidden halo, or rather the diamond rail right under the center stone with the 5 claw prongs, right? Which is a very popular look these days. So
it's a neat feature. Yeah. Like, you think you're done with the ring, but nope.
Not yet.
Do I sound excited? Am I too excited?
You're always excited when it comes to pears. Always. Like almost Yeah, not even almost, always. So when we ask you to model a
Yeah.
pear-shaped diamond or even pear-shaped loose stones, yeah,
I lie on the
I
ground
could
and I
see it.
cry.
I could
It's
see your
great.
facial expressions.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, and then the next one is one of our ready-made
Mhm.
rings,
Mhm.
and it's got such a cool halo. I feel
Right.
it's got like it's like a mill grain embellished bezel halo,
Right.
right?
Mhm.
And then it's got mill grain all over,
Mhm.
and it's got a really awesome like low gallery, I would
Right.
say too.
Mhm.
Um, it's just dressed up in finesse. I feel like.
Right. It gives it a vintage. Anytime when I see mill grain,
Mhm.
the common words that will come out of my mouth is like a vintage, antiquish type of look and feel, because that is the look that you're trying to get when you want a vintage look. This is a perfect example of what a pear-shaped ring can look like with three prongs. So if you take a look at this, there's only three prongs, two on the top and one right at the tip of the bottom of the stone. So yeah, I mean that, again, with pear-shaped stones, because of the overall shape rather of the stone, you can really play on the number of prongs. So it really depends on what you like. I mean, we work with so many customers that prefer less prongs or more prongs. That if you are a pear lover, such as yourself, then you could really
Who are you talking about?
then you could really play on the number of prongs. So I mean, if that matters to you.
And you know, with the halo, you can have it make it look like a flower.
Right.
Or you should just do it without the halo, and it just looks great.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm just gonna have all great things to say about this. But anyway, shout out to Lodwick, and I may be saying his name wrong. I'm so sorry. Lodwick van Berkham. He created the design of the pear in the 1400s. Birthed the idea of absolute symmetry in gemstones by use of the, I want to say scaife, a diamond polishing wheel. And he's a big deal. It'd be like an alternate version of the world without him, I feel.
Yeah. I think just like, I mean, not just in jewelry in general. I think, the overall the really neat thing, Sid, is that anything you see in life, it originally came out of someone's mind, right?
Right,
Right. So I
exactly.
mean, anything. I mean, other than the natural things like trees that was there, but anything that's been invented, a sign, a car, a vehicle, the roads, the whatever
Yeah.
to this microphone here
Mhm.
came out of someone's mind. So if not for him,
Man-made.
yeah, exactly. Everything is man-made, right? Or
Or woman-made.
Yeah, or woman-made.
Yes.
That's what I mean.
Human-made.
You woman-made.
Yeah. It's a silly episode, I said.
But that being said, yes, without him, we may not have a pear-shaped gemstone.
Yeah, or it might have come from somebody else, but I mean.
Yeah, I think eventually
did
it
it.
would, right? So.
All right, but anyway, I wanted to talk about the one of the other big fans of the pear-cut, Elizabeth, quote unquote Liz Taylor. No classic lady more befitting of this. A standalone beauty among the world's most known actresses and icons, who probably popularized it the most in Hollywood history. And she wore like 68 carats worth of a pear stone, and it's the size of a peach pit. Originally set on a ring and then made into a necklace by Cartier to wear to the 42nd Academy Awards, only special occasions, because she was afraid to lose it after a while, I mean,
I would too.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's large.
Yeah.
And all of this information is derivative of a blog that was written by one of our media members, Daniel. Shout
Cool.
out to Daniel, who's watching us right now. I mean, after, a while, it was put into auction, and it was finally priced at $156.8 million after many, many auctions that it was in. And then after that, it inspired many pear-centric designs. Thereafter, you could, wear it in chandelier, drop, or dangle earrings. You could wear it on rings. You could wear it, bracelets, whatever. And then I also want to talk about how you can custom cut the pear. And we do custom cuts here at Fire and Brilliance.
That's right.
And you can, I mean, usually the preferable ratio is like 1.5, 1.75 to 1. But it can be skinny, wide, depending on how you like to set it, right?
Well, I mean, the beauty of elongated gemstones is that it depends on what you like, right? Some people like skinny cuts.
Yeah.
Some people like really wide cuts.
Depending on how much skin you want to
Exactly.
show off, right?
Exactly. So the beauty of that is that if you can custom cut a stone, then you can custom cut the pear to be skinnier or wider or longer or however you want it. So, so absolutely, as opposed to a round gemstone, which is the most popular shape actually. If you were to go shop for an engagement ring, still until today, the round brilliant cut is the most widely accepted and most popular gemstone. That being said, you can't really customize it too much because it's a 360 degrees that goes around. It's supposed to be
and you still want it to
symmetrical.
look like a pear.
And if it's elongated, then it would be considered an oval, right?
Yeah.
So,
there are some limits, but you can still have fun with it.
Yeah, right. Bit. So.
But anyway, I just wanted to end on the note that it's the perfect choice for your run the world personality and taste.
You're killing me. All right, since I wanted you to start the intro, how about you give us, try to give it a try on the outro.
If you liked this video, I mean, Michael has a booming voice. I kind of had to make up for it. I don't have a booming voice myself. I can try. But if you liked this video, please like, comment, tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your dad, tell all of your cousins.
And everyone else. Share the video.
Share the video. Hit the notification bell.
If you have pets, make a count for them and like the video.
I mean, who doesn't have
even
a pet
if it's
account?
a goldfish, right? So
Yeah. Your pet goldfish deserves an account of its own. But anyway, which draws this episode to a close here. Hit the notification bell and get a notification every single time we have a new episode. All right.
All right, goodbye.
Bye.